Hi, my name is Michael Lorenzo, and I work here at St. John the Evangelist as Pastoral Associate for Evangelization. Today, I'm going to be discussing with you the new direction our parish is taking, specifically what we're focusing on, why we've decided to do so, and how we've decided to do it. If you've come to any of our Masses the past few years, odds are you've probably heard the words disciple, evangelization, and personal relationship quite a bit. As you'll see over the next few minutes, all of these words represent big components of our new direction, and they all tie together into one cohesive plan that will hopefully make our parish that much better. Let me walk you through it. To begin, let's start with a question. Why does our parish exist? Ask people in our pews on Sunday, and I'm willing to bet you'll hear a lot of different answers. Things like to serve the poor, or to help people love each other, maybe to teach the faith, or to reach the lost, or even just to praise God. And none of those would be wrong, because our church exists to do all those things. The Catholic Church is an amazing organization that has done so much for the world over the past 2,000 years. However, because we're doing so much, it can be hard for us to agree on what our main mission truly is, or if we even have one. But if we look at successful companies, organizations, and even church communities all over the world, we can see that they don't suffer from this problem, because they have a clear, simple mission that governs everything they do, often summed up in a simple statement. From the top to the bottom, everyone involved with their brand knows what they're about. It gives them a common sense of purpose, and it helps to keep them on the right track. The thing is, when Jesus built our church, He gave us a mission. He even summed it up into a simple statement. If we open up our Bibles to Matthew chapter 28, verse 18, we find it. It's come to be known as the Great Commission, and it was the final command Jesus gave His apostles before He went up to heaven. Go and make disciples. Now, Jesus' apostles were regular people, but through Him, their lives were changed, and they became full of meaning and purpose. Jesus was asking them to share that amazing gift they found in Him, and they did. And thank goodness, too, or else we wouldn't have a church, I wouldn't have a job, and you definitely wouldn't be watching this video. Our church is what it is today because of the efforts of Jesus' disciples throughout history. The apostles were the first, but they definitely weren't the last. They were transformed into disciples, then they went out and made some more. And that's what we're all about at St. John, being disciples and making disciples. That's why we exist. That's our mission. And in this day and age, when the church is struggling, it's so important that we live it out. But what exactly is a disciple? Here's a basic diagram that illustrates what we're talking about. At the center, you can see we have a personal relationship with Jesus. Everything good comes from Him, and He wants to know you personally. He wants to be your friend. He wants to help you with your family, your work. He wants to transform your life. Now, all of these things surrounding your relationship with God, your service, your community, your worship, and your relationships with others, those are all important ways for you to grow your relationship with Him. Each one of these things are important to a disciple, and when we do them in Jesus' name, we're helping other people come to know who He is, while we ourselves draw closer to Him. As a parish, we exist to form people in all these areas, and to do that, we need to change some things. We need a new plan that makes it clear how we intend to bring people closer to God. Take a look. Here's how our church is currently structured. The red square represents our parish office, the center of our operation, while the 5 multicolored C's represent our 5 commissions: spirituality and worship, peace and social justice, parish life, stewardship, and education. From each of these commissions come programs, represented by the smaller yellow circles. As you can see, we have a lot of them. Unfortunately, many of these programs are islands unto themselves and have their own missions and directions. They all are trying to do good things, and they are. However, this structure of tons of programs leaves our parish constantly overwhelmed with activity and keeps us moving in several different directions all at once. A new parishioner has no clear path to start on, and no structured movement once they begin, and current involved parishioners become overwhelmed with obligations and schedules trying to keep all these missions and ministries afloat. And that's not what church is about. Church is not about running programs. What it is about is being formed as a disciple of Jesus Christ and being inspired to go out and share Him with others. That cannot happen without every one of us having experiences of good community, prayer, worship, and service. And our structure needs to present a clear path to all of those things. As you can see, our new plan looks a lot different. We have a clear direction and path that centers around 4 key programs, with smaller existing programs strategically placed to support those 4. In the middle of it all, our commissions are united with the parish office and are working together, setting a common direction that everyone can follow. We call this plan the process, and we hope that in focusing our energy on it, we can really live out our mission to go and make disciples. Through Alpha, small groups, service, and worship, we can connect people to a supportive church community and a life-changing encounter with Christ. They can then be equipped and engaged to go back out, share their faith, and bring others into the same process that's transforming them. And that's that. Thanks for watching this presentation. To learn more about the process, keep an eye out for our next video that goes into greater depth on the specific programs and how they'll work together. Or you can check out our website at stjohnparish.org for more information. Please let me know if you have any questions in the meantime by sending me an email at mlorenzo@stjohnparish.org. Thanks so much, and God bless.